Hello everybody. This video is going to be one of many videos on the writing, or more specifically the grammar section of the test. First thing we're going to talk about now is subject-verb agreements. It's a very common topic on the test. It shows up very frequently. First thing we need to remember is that a singular noun plus another singular noun need to have a plural verb. For example, if we say Olson and Bob need to finish their homework, we know that Olson is a singular noun and Bob is a singular noun, but to finish is a plural verb. So they need to finish their homework. They need to finish their homework, because in other words, we can say this as they need to finish their homework. Rick and Steve think they need to go away. So we have Rick, a singular noun, and Steve, another singular noun. And we need to say think they, because think right here is a plural verb. If we were going to say just singular, we would say Steve thinks, or Rick thinks. Or in the first sentence, we would say Olson needs to finish, and Bob needs to finish. But we don't. We say Olson and Bob need to finish, because of this first rule right here. Singular noun plus a singular noun is going to require a plural verb. A very important part of the test is you need to identify the entire subject, and you need to identify the entire verb. Only identify the entire subject and only identify the entire verb. This is really important. So in the above examples, you would have identified the subject as Olson and Bob, and you would have identified the verb as finish or need. I'm sorry, the verb is need, not finish. So you need to identify the entire subject and identify the entire verb. Now, as you know, a verb is simply an action word, and a subject is someone or something that does the verb. A singular subject goes with a singular verb, and a plural subject goes with a plural verb. This is always true. Singular subjects go with singular verbs, plural subjects go with plural verbs. Politician speaks, politicians speak. People are very nice. So politician is a singular verb, politicians is a singular noun, and politicians is a plural noun. And people is a plural noun. So we have the verb speaks, which is singular. We have the verb speak, which is plural. Politicians is plural, verb is plural. Politician is singular, verb is singular. The people is plural, so we have the word are, which is also plural. Another rule. The verb takes the number of the noun before it. This is one way to really easily remember all of this stuff instead of having to recall all of the things that I said before. The verb simply needs the number of the noun that is before the verb. So if we say they are holding a press conference, the number of the noun is plural because they is plural. The verb here is are, and this is correct because we have they plural and are plural. If we say the people need to know this, the verb here is need, and the subject or the noun is the people, which is plural. So we have the people plural and need plural. And the people is right before the word need. The car, that's our noun, is, that's our verb. Singular, the car, singular, is. Car is really cheap. That makes sense because the verb takes the number of the noun before it. I'm giving you these very basic, seemingly basic, but very important rules for the test. The following are singular nouns, or nouns that are always going to be singular. Collective nouns, the phrase the number of, the phrase each, the phrase everyone, and gerunds when used as subjects. Talk about what gerunds as used as subjects mean. So, collective nouns are words like the team, the jury. I can't think of other examples off the top of my head, but are words that are composed of many different parts, but are considered singular. So we don't say the team are very successful, we say the team is very successful, because the team is a singular noun. We don't say the jury is very. We don't say the jury are very humble. We say the jury is very humble. Okay? This right here is wrong. The jury is, not the jury are, because jury is singular. The number of people is increasing, and we don't say the number of people are increasing. Whenever we say the number of people, we're going to need a singular verb. Each person is also going to need a singular verb. So we don't say each person are a good athlete. We say each person is a good athlete. Most people tend to mix this stuff up. Everyone wants to do well. We don't say everyone wanted, or we can say everyone wanted to do well. We don't say everyone want to do well. We say everyone wants to do well. And finally, gerunds when used as subjects. A gerund is simply a verb that takes the shape of a noun, okay, and it ends in ing. So a verb that takes a noun. If you look at the sentence here, going to the movies is fun, what's the verb? The verb is actually is, and it's not going. Most people would think that it's going, but it's not. The verb is. Going is a gerund, because going has now become a noun, something that we do, but not that we act, something that we do. So going to the movies is fun. The act of going, this thing called going, is fun. That's a gerund. A gerund is a verb that acts as a noun. Then we'll talk about the